first of all, I think what we really saw was a short covering rally because everybody got so short when they thought that Trump was going to win that they had to come back and cover because a lot of the big banks, a lot of people were short going into this. I think what you really have here is a market and an economy that are going in opposite directions. And I think the economy, I don't see any growth in the economy. I don't see jobs that are any good. I see a lot more problems coming. I see a lot of central bank manipulation. But what's happened is if you've been watching, the bond markets have taken over and basically told the Federal Reserve that we're going to raise rates whether you want to or not, because we've now got the 10-year at 2.3 and the 30 pushed back over 3%. So other than maybe the Santa Claus rally, I think the markets are in for a rough ride coming in, especially when the Fed actually officially raises rates in December, well, I think December 14th or 13th.
Richard, you want to join?
Look, one question is around inflation, I think. I mean, what do you see there? And if we are seeing a bit of a rise in inflation, do you think, companies will benefit from that through a bit of earnings growth, or in fact, is it going to squeeze them on the cost side?
I don't really see inflation in the way that they're looking at it. I've never seen us not have inflation. And unfortunately, we don't count the things that we use every day. I do see people making less money and paying more for goods and services. So that's an inflationary time. Whether they want to declare real inflation, that's always the economist way of looking at things. But if you're actually in the economy and you're buying something, you're paying more for goods. And most people are making less money because of the lousy jobs that they're getting. So what we really have is a failure to communicate with everybody. The jobs market stinks and the inflation and prices keep going higher in the things that we use every single day, but they choose to take those out of the equation when they talk about inflation. So I see much bigger problems. And I think that when they look back in history this time and when this bubble pops, they're going to say, oh, well, maybe we did have some inflation there.